glad you're here. The first step when it comes to living in peace and dying with confidence is accepting your mortality. It's obvious every single person is going to die, and the sooner that we accept this and can openly speak on this, I think it sometimes allows for things to click so we start living our life more presently. So when it comes to accepting our mortality, it is time to sit and have some self-reflection. Really think about what that means for you. If you were to pass now, what does that mean? This can probably be a heavy thought to have. Sometimes it can be nice to speak with a friend or a family member on this, but in the Western world, it is not common. So it is important to normalize these conversations and know that the reason why we want to address death is so we can have a better reflection on how to live life. Now that you've had some time reflecting and even talking about death, maybe your thoughts on death, potential fears or things that you are concerned about, maybe even things that you've just ideally thought would be good in passing. Now it's time to really consider and write down who you still have something to say to. Writing down a list of individuals and your gratitude, your love, or anything else that you would like to say, this is an important part. And since we're living, it's not just about writing down the names and what we'd like to say, but it's also taking action and maybe going through that list and reaching out to spread that love and that gratitude or stilling the waters. For many, when we think about our passing, we really feel it strongly for those that we'll be leaving behind, just as we feel strongly for those that have already passed on. But there are ways that you can still live in this peacefully and, of course, die with confidence. Maybe consider stockpiling your love, leaving birthday cards or anniversary cards, so that after your passing, they'll still be accessible to have your love passing around. Another invaluable love that you can leave would be a family tree. Having people understand where they've come from or who they've come from is very important. You could also consider donating. In the living, maybe giving your blood and name for someone who's passed, or when you pass on, maybe consider donating your organs. You could also have photo boxes or a range of other things to let people know that you love them in your passing. And it's totally okay to spend some time in the living to do that. As you continue in your reflection and conversation on death and dying, it is important to remember that you should live in this life and stay as present as possible. That's the whole point. Death is just another reminder that what we're experiencing here and now is meant to be done with awareness. It is important to understand death. It is important to enter death with this awareness as well. But the first step, of course, is to accept.